Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. I am Lola, your Empress of Love, and I am giving you the tea on love and romance. Today, Scorpios, we are covering October 2017 for your love and romance readings, and we are going to get started with the Tea Leaf Fortune Card deck. And the first card up is the Fox card. The Fox card indicates that shrewdness and resourcefulness is needed, especially in business. This is what's coming up for you, Scorpios. You are going to be given an extra dosage of shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially as it relates to business. Even though this is a love and romance reading, I give you what comes out, and the Fox card mainly pertains to business. So therefore, it is saying that you are going to be getting what you need as it relates to business. Okay, so keep that in mind, Scorpios. And then you have Flowers. Flowers card indicates that happiness is on the horizon for you, Scorpios. You are going to be getting or experiencing happiness, carefree happiness, even as the bird is sitting in this or sitting on this branch, and he is just carefree. See the Flowers card? He is just carefree and just enjoying his happiness. And that's what you have to look forward to, Scorpios. A period of happiness, carefree happiness. Okay? For some of you, it may come in the way of spiritual happiness, but it will be carefree happiness. Okay? Then you have the Wall. The Wall card indicates that there's a misunderstanding. But the thing about this Wall card, Scorpios, is that the Wall card is calling you to be the one to break the barrier, to be the one that tears down the wall, scales the wall, or demolish the wall. Do whatever you need to do to get to the other side, because the Wall card coming up for you, Scorpios, it is saying that some of you are going to be the initiator, that you must be the initiator in order to break through the barriers, in order to break through the walls. So if you have a standoff in your relationship and things have been as though there is a wall between you and your partner, the Wall card is calling for you to be the one to break down the wall. Now you may say, no way, I will not. I don't want to. But the Wall card is saying, yes, yes, you will be the one. You have to be the one. Because the Wall card is calling on you to do that. The Wall card is saying it is your duty to repair, fix, or undo this misunderstanding. Okay? Then you have the Feather card. It says someone you know is undependable and insincere. In other words, the Feather card is saying to you, do not trust someone. Someone may be, I'm going to say, they're like a feather blowing in the wind. They change with the wind. Whatever way the wind blows, that's what way they're going. And they're like a feather blowing in the wind, changing with the wind course. Not stable, not dependable, and they're insincere. They say one thing and mean something else. They don't even know what they're meaning when they say it. Half the time, they don't even know what they're saying when they mean it. It's just that you cannot trust this person. So pay attention to that. Keep your eyes open for that. And that may have a spiritual connection to it as well. It may be someone that you may feel that you could trust, like um, on a spiritual level, or you may have a little more faith in the person than what you should. So the feather card is calling you to pay attention to that and be careful about that. Then you have the tent card. The tent card indicates temporary situations. In other words, when you pitch your tent, it's temporary. It is a situation where here today, gone tomorrow, or a situation where it's not long lasting. So any issues that you may have had that may have even caused some disillusionment, the tent card is saying that it's a temporary situation. It's, as I said, it's like pitching your tent today and folding it up to move it somewhere else tomorrow. The problems that you may have been going through, that you may have been dealing with, Scorpios, it's coming to a place where it's going to be no more. Okay? It's going to be just as pitching a tent is temporary. That's how your situation is going to be looked upon, as being a temporary situation, meaning that you're moving out of a situation that you're currently in into something else. Okay? Then you have the cat card, which indicates a two-faced friend. So someone may befriend you, or someone that you think is your friend, they really have two faces. They may be coming to you in a kind and sweet and loving, cuddly, kitteny way, but they're really more like a mountain lion, and they're not meaning you well. They have two faces, so pay attention to that. That the real way that they feel about you is that they are not in your corner. Okay? They have two faces, and they are not your friend. Instead of cuddling with you, they want to scratch your eyes out. Really. So pay attention to that. Then you have the rainbow, which indicates that the most difficult part of a situation is over. All right? It's like after the rain comes the rainbow. That's what this rainbow card is indicating to you, Scorpios, that although you may have been dealing with a difficult situation, it is saying to you that the worst of it is over. And now the rainbow is coming out to let you know that the most difficult part of the situation is over. Now it's time to start to rebuild. It's time to start to live again. In other words, the rainbow card is indicating to you, you can now come in out of the rain and live in a different place, in a different space, and know that the most difficult part of the situation is over. Then you have the dog close-up card, which indicates pleasure with a close friend. So you may be getting together with a close friend to do something that is pleasurable to both of you. Going out to take in a movie, have a little dinner, maybe, have some drinks or whatever you like to do. Whatever they like to do, the two of you will be sharing time and sharing pleasures. Okay? Now, because the dog close-up card is next to the wall card, you may be coming together with someone that you may have in past times had a misunderstanding with. And you may be the person to pick up the phone and reach out to them and say, hey, let's get together. It may be that type of thing. So keep that in mind. Then you have the mountain card, which says major challenge to overcome. Okay? A major challenge to overcome. The mountain card indicates here that there are many roads that you can take. It's not indicating which road will be the right road, but it is allowing you to know that you do have the duty of choosing the right road. So choose carefully. Okay? Due to the fact that the mountain card indicates that major challenge to overcome, it's letting you know that you have the capabilities to overcome any major challenges, okay? And that once you climb that mountain, you will be on top. So keep that in mind, that as you climb, know that you are getting closer to the top, meaning that you will have accomplished climbing the mountain itself and being on top, which is a challenge, and having chosen the right road, you will be on the path to success as well. So just keep in mind that because you have a challenge with the mountain card, it's allowing you to know that though it may be a major challenge, you can overcome it. So that's the important part, the fact that you can too overcome the major challenge that may be put in front of you. It could be a mental challenge. You could have been going through some things that are in your head that's playing over and over again that you feel that you're not being able to get any freedom from or any relief from, and it's just been agonizing to you. The mountain card is saying that you're going to be overcoming this challenge. You're going to be overcoming this situation, and you're going to be making the right choice to travel the correct and right road that will get you to the top of the mountain, that will allow you to be on top. Okay? Then you have the whale card, which is the great worry over nothing card. As big as this whale is, he is in an aquarium or behind some type of protective something, that he is no threat to you, Scorpios. And moreover, he's not even thinking about you. He's just sailing along, floating along, swimming along, minding his own business, doing his own thing, not paying you any attention. Yes, he's big. Yes, he's huge. Yes, he's intimidating. But, okay, he's not bothering you. So you have nothing to worry about. So keep that in mind. Then you have, I just want to say too that the whale card is next to the tent card. So that could be the fact that you're worrying over nothing could be your temporary situation that's ending, something that you may have been worrying about. The tent card being a temporary situation could be saying that what you were once worried about, you're going to come to find that you really had no worries at all. That it was just a temporary situation, that you pitched your tent outside. Now you can go back in the house and live in the lap of luxury. Okay? Now then you have the final card here, which is the Tower card. It says solid foundation, success with effort. Okay? So with that, you're having the success with effort. This card, the Tower card, indicates that there's a solid foundation. Okay? And you need to know this, Scorpios, that anything that rises up overnight usually ends in the same time frame. Okay? But with the Tower card, it may be that it took longer to build this tower, but guess what? The foundation is solid. Look at that. See that? The foundation is solid. And with this tent card, the whale card, and the Tower card, I'm going to say the whale card indicates great worry over nothing. So you may have been worried about something, and the tent card says that it is a temporary situation. So being worried about something that you really didn't have to worry about because it may have seemed intimidating or threatening to you, but it was no bother to you, and it's a temporary situation. And as I said, the tent that you pitched outdoors that was temporary, you can now fold up that tent, put it away, because now guess what? You have a tower to live in, a solid foundation. Okay? And it may have taken some time to build this tower, and it may have taken some effort to get that tower built, but that is where your success came from. It came from the effort of building a solid foundation. So, as it relates to love and romance, I'm going to say to those of you Scorpios that may have been in relationships that may have been going, it appeared to be haywire, or just things just not working the way that you wanted them to work, but you were still dealing with it, hanging in there and building on it. I'm going to say that your time to live in comfort and the lap of luxury on a solid foundation is here with this Tower card, because your foundation has been built on a solid course. And that's where your success is coming from. The effort that it took to build this tower, the time that it took to build this tower, has now guaranteed you success. So just count all that you've gone through as a part of the process, and knowing that now you are in a place of a solid foundation. Okay, so it was all worth it. So those of you Scorpios that may have looked at others in a relationship and said, oh, well, they're doing this and they're doing that, and so forth and so on, and they just got started, and look at all this while we've been together and we've spent all this time, and where are we? The Tower card is saying to you Scorpios that it took that time to get this relationship built on a solid foundation, because as I said, anything that springs up overnight, it lasts the same length of time. So because it took you so long to get things together with this relationship, know that it is worth it, and that it is worth it. Okay? So if it seems like I'm going on and on and on and on and on about this Tower card, I feel that I need to, because you Scorpios, you need to know that it was worth it, and that this is where the universe, the gods that be, your higher power, whatever you want to call it, was steering you toward, in terms of making this a solid foundation, in terms of your success coming with great effort, because that's what it takes, okay, to build a great foundation, a great tower. All right? So there you have it, Scorpios. That is your 2017 tea leaf fortune card reading for the month of October. And we are going to move on to the next portion of the reading, which would be the card that comes up next, which comes from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And the card that you have is the Detached card, and that card is number 11. And the Detached card has keywords with it that says reflect, accept, decide, clarity, responsibility, and fairness. Okay. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation that you can step back and reevaluate. So that you can step back and reevaluate. Let me start over. Okay. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and to help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to the current situation, whether it's a pleasant or difficult situation. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you will be able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of relationship, or other matter of the heart, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. Again, I'll read that. Decisions arrived at this result. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. And the affirmation here is, I accept the role I play in creating my relationships and my life. And the traditional tarot card that corresponds with this card is the Justice card. And the Justice card, as it relates to love and romance, indicates that you want onLove. You want the ultimate love. You are in a place, Scorpios, some of you, where you are saying to yourself, I want quality, not quantity. Although it may have been that way up until now, that you may have had multiple interests in love, possibly multiple loves, and even if it's not in physical, but you may have had people that you've talked to or that may be a potential lover, but you're saying, I don't need a bunch of friends. I don't need a bunch of people that I go out with. I just need that one special person to just be with just me, to just desire just me and only me. You may even be saying, the person that deserves me desires me and me only. So that's where you are with that detached card, or with the Justice card that is in correspondence with the detached card. Now the next card that you have, Scorpios, I pulled that card from a new deck that I'm working with, which is the Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck. And this deck is by Doreen Virtue. And you drew the Express Your Love card. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This card urges you to take the initiative in your love life. This card urges you to take the initiative in your love life. That may mean contacting someone to whom you're attracted to and asking that person out on a date. It could also mean sending flowers, texts, or gifts to your loved one or someone that you're interested in. As you express romance, these feelings pour through you. You actually become the biggest beneficiary of your romantic displays as you enjoy how they make you feel to an even greater degree. Okay. As you express romance, these feelings pour through you. You actually become the biggest beneficiary of your romantic displays as you enjoy how they make you feel to an even greater degree. The more you give love, the more you experience it. Of course, do make sure that you're open to receiving love that comes to you, even if it's from God, the angels, or other people. Okay? So there you have it. The angels are calling on you, Scorpios, to express love. In other words, it's giving you to go ahead to be the first one to make the first move. Whether you feel comfortable with it or not, it is calling upon you to do that. You may need to do that. If you have difficulty in doing it, ask your angels to give you help. Say to your angels, give me the angelic help, strength, and courage I need to be the first one to initiate this togetherness. Okay? Now, the next set of cards that we have comes from the ART deck, the A-R-T deck, which you have the amethyst. Okay? Can you see that? Amethyst. Then you have the rose. Okay? And you have the T, which is turquoise, the A-R-T. Okay? And with the turquoise card, you have two cards that came out. And I'm going to read both of those. Okay? Alrighty. Now, the way these cards are read is the top portion of the cards have bold writing, and you read all three. You read all the bold writing straight across. Then the middle part you read straight across, which gives like a little message or what have you. And then the last part, the third part, reads like a poem, a riddle or something like that, okay, or a rhyme or something like that. Okay, you have the nurturer, worries about the future, reputation. Make it obvious that you know how to meet your partner's need for loving acceptance and security. Develop trust. Avoid anxious thinking based on fear of error. Criticism must be used only constructively and to expect the unexpected to occur. Be alert for new opportunities to come to you in unusual ways. Try hard to make your actions such that if your guardian angels were watching, they'd be proud. Try hard to make your actions such that if your guardian angels were watching, they'd be proud, Scorpios. Then the last portion reads, to make your home a sweet love nest, act like a parent who knows best. Your loved one's needs should be your own. Bless them with your hearth and home. You'll know a love that's oh so rare, an unconditional love to share. You'll suffer when words criticize. Your love they'll surely paralyze. Hostile acts disguised as love are hawks pretending to be doves. Worry is not good for health. The stress won't let you be yourself. The angels give a gift to you, the future, but they can't undo the fate that you alone make true. When expectations cloud your view, for even the most perfect plans need the touch of divine hands. About you and your love, what's said should fill your hearts with pride, not dread. You can't control what others say. Control yourself and rule the day. The love you seek has need of one, respected for their good deeds done. And there you have it, Scorpios, your 2017 reading for the month of July. I would like to thank those of you that liked, shared, commented, and booked readings. I would also like to invite those of you Scorpios that would like to get a personal reading to please go to www.whatsthettarot.com to book your personal reading. I offer same-day readings as well as readings by appointment. I will work around your schedule. I need you to know that all my readings are done by phone only. Okay? Again, I'd like to thank you if you have liked, subscribed, or commented on my channel, and especially to give to those of you that have gotten personal readings a great big fat thank you and shout out. Thank you again. Okay? And please feel free, Scorpios, if you would like to get a personal reading, to go to www.whatsthettarot.com and book your personal reading. And until next time, Scorpios, I'm going to say ciao for now.